Hey, today we're going to make a down and dirty video here on how to package up your mill for transport. If you're not sure or anything else, we're going to cover all of the main points so that you can get yourself ready safely and secure. Step one, you got to make sure that your mill is up at 26 inches. That'll become apparent here in a little bit. Minimum 26, hopefully a little bit more. You have to be obviously on your hydraulic strip so that you can get yourself ready. So with the head on the hydraulic strip, the first thing you want to do, and by the way, this video will be a way to explain how to do this so that one person can do it safely and comfortably. So from this point, we are going to raise our back stands, which will in turn bring our claw all the way up. Then we're going to raise our log loader all of the way up. Single hydraulic, and the hydraulics are slow because it's cold. Once you have these both maxed out, one person should be able to come over here, raise this main support of the log loader up, and then lean on it with your body weight until it becomes vertical like this. Let's just go back a little bit here. Then when you hold this up in place, oh, this is going to be tough with one. And this hook right here goes in between these two springs. Not here, not up there. It goes in between these two springs. And the way to do that is to grab this, pull it back, and then touch this hook in between those two springs. I'm going to put this on pause and just do it really quick. So as you can see, that hook is in between on the claw. Here's a better look of how it goes, just like so. Now you can come back over to your hydraulics and act like you're lowering the log loader, but in this case, because it's chained to the log turner, these feet will come up and bottom them out. And then you'll lower the claw until the claw becomes vertical, and usually it'll bang off of the center 4-inch post of the log loader. That just applies tension for travel. That means everything is secure and ready for transport. Now the other thing to make sure is your clamp has to be all of the way in. This clamp has to be activated so that she rests at the back. As you can see, when she's all the way back, you can see the clearance on the bottom of the mill is extremely low. So you want to make sure that this here comes up, and that'll happen when we bring the clamp in. You see this from underneath. As we bring the clamp in, that will come up. So we brought the clamp all the way in. Doesn't matter if you leave that up or down, the rest of it becomes very apparent. Once that's all in place, we have our head at 26 inches. Next thing we have to do is make sure that our travel pin is up, in which case it's up and secure. Make sure all of your feet are in the up position. Same with these. And then just give these pins a little twist over so that they don't come loose. Now with everything all secure, you also have to make sure that your debarker, if your mill is equipped, is got the head secured in its travel location. Really awkward to do with one hand. So that's good. Normally the pin is resting in its secure place here, or it'll be up here on the Lt-35s or the smaller versions of the debarker, but in this case she's now secure. Can't move. Make sure that your door covers are on. Make sure the travel pins are secured. Do yourself a courtesy and the guy behind you on the highway, if you're traveling from a job site and you want to make sure that there's no bark or debris left on the mill, make sure everything is swept off, relatively clean. the other thing I like to do is make sure that the movable bed sections are facing back. Give it a quick once over. We'll throw this pin back in the door. Make sure your sawdust chute is secured along with your fuel and water jugs. Make sure that these are secure. If you have an older mill that may have the water jug beside it, it's a good thing to double check and make sure that these are secured down. The newer ones are all in the metal housing, so that it doesn't really matter with that. Give everything else a once over. We're all good to go. So now we're at, like I said, we are at 26 inches. We should be able to feed the head down. And the mill has a black piece of marking here at the hitch end, another one at the far end. That's to indicate where your log goes on the mill so that your blade can get in and out. But there's a third mark located right here, just above the axle. This mark has to line up with the back portion of the mill. We'll line up this edge with that black mark. And because we're at 26 inches high, it'll clear everything on the way down. You can use your potentiometer to drive it and get it right in place. And if it's a little bit too far, you can always just pull it with your hand. And then at this point here, we'll lower the head down. And then because we are on that black mark, that pin should line up with the hole that is located right there. And when it goes through, go until it touches, and then give it a bit more, and the head will cock over and lock down. Now she's secure. The last line of defense is to hook on your security chain, which belongs here, and then you're all set. And depending on whether your mill has spine adjust legs or the manual adjust, the adjuster pin is safe to travel in this location here. It's fine to travel down the highway. And then the last thing you're going to want to do is put your fenders on, which is also notably the first thing you're going to do when you get it home so you don't destroy it. Attach the two secure fasteners. Hopefully you can see that. There's a little hooks located right here that the bungees go on. Right there. And another one on the other side. And you're good to go. All of that secure, locked down. Make sure you take the key out for travel. Flip the lid down, and you're all set.